All right, second grade, let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, second grade! Excellent to have you all back here on this terrific, awesome Tuesday. We have a little bit that we got to get done today, so let's get right to our agenda. So, looking at our agenda in the stream for Google Classroom, you found my video. Very good. We have a morning meeting starting at 9 o'clock. Please make sure you are there. Once we are done with that, let's hop right into our morning work, which is located in the classwork tab. So let's take a look at that. Tuesday morning work right here. First question is an addition problem. Make sure you're doing it on paper, and then put your answer over here on this side. Then two fraction problems that you're adding together. Remember which numbers you add for a fraction and which numbers you do not add for the fraction. And then below, we're going to do a little bit of parts of speech practice for the week. The directions say to identify the different parts of speech for each sentence. So we're looking for nouns, adjectives, and verbs in each sentence. And notice I say it could either be a noun or nouns. So there could be more than one. So I'll read the sentences out loud for you if you need that. First one is, she is wearing a red skirt. Then you would write down what nouns are in there, what adjectives you heard, and what verbs you heard. John pulled on the long rope. Again, any nouns, any adjectives, and any verbs you see in there. The last sentence says, Ava saw a small yellow bird. And again, you're going to write down your nouns, adjectives, and verbs for that sentence as well. And like I said, it could just be one, or there could be more than one. All right? So take your time with that. Be careful. Once you're done with that, click the Turn In button. Once you are done with your morning work, we're heading back to the stream. We're getting into ELA today. I'd like you to read this out for 30 to 40 minutes. Classwork tab is the reader's notebook from yesterday. We still have a lot of friends that did not finish that up, so I'm going to give you an extra day to finish it. If you already did it, that's great. Take some time to work in your reader's notebook. You can work on any section in there, okay? So you do not have to work in the section that says books I read. You could be working in any of the other tabs in here as well. So the All About Me, you could be working in the beginning of the books I read and fill in those sections. Only if you finished what you needed to do yesterday for your reader's notebook. If you didn't finish what you needed to do in there, you're writing about a favorite part of a book that you have read. Once you are done with that, make sure you click the Turn In button for that one. You're going into Lexia or IXL Language Arts for 20 minutes. After that, you are going into writing. And remember, writing is right here. It's the informational writing about an animal. I'll read the directions again for you for this one because there's quite a few directions. This week for writing, I would like us to focus on an animal to write about. In the Google Doc, you'll see questions to help organize your thoughts as you write. Actually, the questions are right down here. Answer 1 or 2 questions a day to pace yourself through the week. To gather information, feel free to go to any website with parent permission or use any books you may have. You can go on Epic as a resource to view different books. And if you need the class code for Epic is right here. And you can get onto Epic by going into Kids Corner or on my page in Kids Corner, okay? And here are your questions to answer to kind of help you form your thoughts for this informational writing. And I would like 3 sentences for each question. What's your animal's habitat or shelter like? Where in the world does your animal live? What does your animal eat? What predators does your animal have? and then 2 interesting facts. And remember, do not hit the submit button for this one. Do not turn it in. I had to send a couple back yesterday because I think a few of you did it accidentally. Okay, when you're done with your writing today, again, take a little bit of time for writing. Take about 20, 30 minutes to do it up, okay? You're going into your special, which is art. And let's see what Mrs. Davis has in store for us today. Let's see. All right, we have a Google Doc for you to open. This is the one that she sent to me. It says, Vincent van Gogh liked to read as much as he liked to paint. He even painted a pile of books. Notice he used lots of yellow tones. He arranged the books in interesting piles. So we're looking at that piece of painting right there. This painting shows a chair where his friend Paul liked to sit and read. Where do you like to read? Make a picture of yourself reading or the place you like to read or a favorite book. Use color if you have it. Make more than one drawing if you have more than one idea or favorite book. And lastly, have fun. That's awesome. I like that assignment. So, with that art assignment, we can go back in here. Insert photos of your artwork in the Google Doc below so Mrs. Davis can see your beautiful work. So, as soon as you are ready with your artwork, you can open up this Google Doc right here. And then remember the procedure for inserting a photo in here. You're going up into Insert, hover over Image, then slide over to Camera. And remember, I'm not going to open up the camera while I do this. I've learned better. So, you can do that, then click the Turn In button, which should appear up here. When you are all done with that, you got lunch and recess. Today should be a great day. Make sure you're getting outside, get some fresh air, please. Then for math, I posted my mini lesson again, all about word problems. And the work that you have in your classwork tab is a little bit different from yesterday, so I'll walk you right through it. So you're clicking on Tuesday for your measurement word problems. And this is from your workbook, which you do not have. You have the hardcover book, not the workbook. So it says, solve these word problems using the picture below. Smiley. If you do this on paper, please upload a picture of your work somewhere below. So I know some of you like to write your answers on paper. That's totally fine. Just go to the bottom. Again, insert, image, camera, and take a nice picture of all your work. Okay? I'm going to read out these questions for you. So we have Peter's apartment, King's school, Al's apartment, bookstore, and factory. Question 1. How far does Al walk from his home to King's school? So you're looking at Al's apartment and King's school, and there's a distance between the two. You'll put your answer right here. How far is Peter's apartment from the bookstore? Okay, so we're looking at Peter's apartment and the bookstore all the way over here. So we're going to look at the distances to get to each place. Stopping at the bookstore, you need to put the total distance in question 2. Number 3, who lives nearer to King's school, Al or Peter? So we're looking at Al and Peter. Who lives the closest? So you're going to be either putting down Al or Peter here for question 3. Who lives the closest? How much nearer or closer? How much closer does that person live? So, using what you know in question 3, how much closer to the school do they live compared to the other person? Question 5. Al goes to the bookstore from his apartment and then goes to school. How far does he walk? So we're looking at Al. He's going to the bookstore and then to the school. How much distance in total does he walk in all? So imagine you are a little person on this line. You're walking over to the bookstore, and you're walking all the way back to the King's school. You need to add up those distances and put it in question 5. Last question. Peter left his apartment to walk to Al's apartment. He has walked 400 feet. How much further does he have to walk? Oh boy. So Peter left his apartment, which is right here. He's walking over to Al's apartment, but he's only walked 400 feet. So how much further does he need to go? You'll put your answer here for question 6. Once you are done clicking the turn in button. And when you are done with that, you're doing IXL math, which is the S's, or Dreambox for 20 minutes. I'll make sure to put that time back in there for you. So you can go into Dreambox today. Last but not least is science. Super cute, I know it is. Go ahead and check out your animals again today here at the National Zoo. Take some observations. Try to observe a different animal today, because I know some of you may have focused just on maybe just the lions on Monday, and you wrote down some observations. Today, try to check out something else out, like the elephants. You need to be super patient with the elephants, because I even had a hard time seeing them. Okay? So do that for a little bit. Take 15 minutes to observe, see what you notice. Ask some questions. We had some friends yesterday asking really good questions about what the animals were doing, or why the animals have certain things on them, like why do elephants have giant ears? We're trying to answer those questions together. Okay? And again, do not turn this assignment in. If I see it turned in, I'll just send it back to you, because you may have accidentally done that. All right. So that's our day, second grade. Make sure you are at our Zoom meeting for 9 o'clock. And if you have a smaller group meeting with me today, make sure you are there for that as well. All right. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. I'll see you all in just a little bit.